We now turn our attention to golf. The Northern Trust, FedEx Cup, starting with the Northern Trust. Glen Oaks Golf Club. I've been looking at what some of the players have been saying about the course. They've been very complimentary about the course, saying very positive things about Glen Oaks Club. And they all seem to be looking forward to it. A lot of different players have been interviewed. Apparently Keegan Bradley has played the course in the past more than other players, but he was saying a lot of changes have been made. It was a long time ago and he doesn't remember the course, so you can read into that what you will, whether Keegan Bradley could be dangerous this week. But yeah, everyone who's been interviewed said, yeah, it's a quality club. It's quite an exclusive club, apparently. It's prepared really well. They said it's a fair course. So we can basically look to form, I think. I mean, we're going to be looking at form. It's a fair course. It's a fair test. Everybody's got a shot if they bring their game and play solidly. There's the obvious form players. Different bookmakers have gone off with different favourites. Jordan Spieth is 9-1 in places as a favourite. In other places, Hideki Matsuyama is going off the favourite at 11-1. As you know, on this channel, we look for value. 9 and 11-1 doesn't move me. Are Matsuyama and Spieth playing well? Yes, they are. Matsuyama went close in the USPGA, and obviously Spieth, recent major champion again. So playing well, fair enough. Rory McIlroy is around there, around sort of 16s. Jason Day is around there, around sort of 22s. Jon Rahm is around 25s, 30-1. I think Rahm, when you get Rahm at 30-1, I mean it's not a bad price at all, and it's definitely one to look at. I'm going to really look for the value this week. I'm not going to even. I mean, I did consider starting with Rahm at around 30-1. I think it's a fair number for him. Usually he's around 22s, 25s in a tournament of this nature. 30 is a good number, but I've looked past it. The name that I've gone to straight away, which well, it's not really to do with form. That was the criteria I just mentioned. But Justin Rose, he's at a 50-1. Now that's because he hasn't been himself. He hasn't been in the best of touch. He's someone that in past months we've really supported on this channel, and at this price we'll go back to Rose. We know what he's capable of. He's a former US Open champion. He's a Ryder Cup player. He's got that consistent rhythm and tempo. He's got that swing that is easily repeatable. Yes, he hasn't been in the great form, but 50-1 and a player of his calibre, I can't look past him. So I'm going to go straight in with Justin Rose at a lovely price, 50-1. Regardless of form, that is a nice figure, so we'll take that each way. Looking further down the list, we'll take Dufner. We've been with Dufner for a while. We've been supporting him for a while. He's won for us on this channel. I've watched him recently. It's the same old story. He's not a huge hitter. Does his little idiosyncratic 2 waggles before hitting. He keeps it in play. He's a tidy player. He's just a naturally talented guy. Ryder Cup player, major winner. So Dufner goes in. Billy Horschel will be one we'll take. The reason why I've seen him in places, he's 200-1, and it's way too big. Player of his calibre, a winner this year on the PGA Tour. I think he's one of those players that it's a mental issue. When he's in the zone, he's dangerous. And at 200-1, I don't care what mental state he's in. That price is too big for someone of his talent. So we're going to go with Billy Horschel each way. We'll take Zach Johnson. His odds are ranging. There's a range of odds on Zach Johnson. You can get 66-1. I think you can get as much as 70-1 on Zach Johnson. We support him on this channel. He's another one who keeps it in play. He's an underrated player. He's a major champion on multiple occasions. The Open champion at St Andrews, winner, the winner of the Masters. So we're going to go with Zach Johnson, 66-1. We're also going to take Bryson DeChambeau, talented young player, winner on the PGA Tour for this year. Winner on this channel for us this year. Young guy, I think there's potential there. I think he's going to come on and do great things in the game. I believe he'll become a major champion at some point. Is it too soon for him to win a tournament of this nature? There could be an argument for that, but I just know what he's capable of. I know how talented he is. And so we'll take DeChambeau, 200-1 in places. It ranges a lot, you know. You can get 200-1. I think it's Betfred who's doing that. He's 110 in other places. That's a big difference. So be careful, what sort of prices you're taking on these players, because some big prices are available in the right places. We're going to go with Jimmy Walker, 125-1, 150 in some places. Major champion. Saw him the other day. playing very well. Another one of these players that, not a boomer, not a particularly big hitter, but very experienced, very solid, reliable temperament. And again, tidy. He's not someone who's always in the rough. He's someone who's more often than not playing from the short grass and has a type of solid, steady game, which over 4 rounds could come to the fore in a tournament of this nature. Another one, again, I don't have to go into it. I will slightly. Mark Leishman, we just go on him every week. He's 50-1 this week. Same reasons as said before for Duffner, for Johnson, for Jimmy Walker. Just consistency, underrated player. Not a major winner yet, but second in the Open 2015. Just reliable, keeps it in play. We're going to go for Mark Leishman, obviously. And we're going to go for an absolute Hail Mary here. This is someone who I backed a long time ago. He won the RSM Classic in November. He's a talented Canadian. We're going to go with Mackenzie Hughes at 400-1. It's just a massive figure. Am I saying he's definitely going to win the tournament? No, I'm not. I'm saying he's a talented player. If he has a good week, who knows? And at 400-1, it's a disgusting number. It's huge. Why it's anything more than about 300 or 250, I don't know. We'll take the 400-1 each way on Mackenzie Hughes. Other people to look at, which I'm not going for, but I looked at. Charlie Hoffman is at 66. He's just been in tremendous form all year. Matt Kuchar 40-1. I think it's a good price on a talented American. And that's it for me. Those are the selections I'm going to go with. So we've got Rose, Justin Rose. We've got Jason Duffner, Billy Horschel, Zach Johnson, Bryson DeChambeau, Jimmy Walker, Mackenzie Hughes, and Mark Leishman. Those are our selections each way, 7 places. A fifth of the odds. Some bookies are doing 6 places and a quarter of the odds. I think Betfred are doing that. I think Sky Bet are doing that. So just look around, get the best prices, enjoy the tournament. Please comment, say any players you think have a chance and explain why. And like and subscribe.